Welcome to Johnny's World.
Hi, welcome back to Johnny's World. Today I wanted to talk about Jujubees. Should you grow a Jujube tree in your backyard, orchard? That's a question I asked myself a few weeks ago. Now, I love Jujubees. We've tasted Jujubees and they're delicious, but I've never grown a Jujube tree. So a few weeks ago I asked myself, should we grow one? Well, maybe some of you don't even know what a Jujube tree is, since they're not found in the common supermarket. Now here's a honey jar Jujube, and that's kind of what Jujubees look like. They're round-shaped fruit that's sweet and wonderful tasting. They're sometimes called red date or even Chinese date. And you can either eat them fresh or dried. I personally love eating them fresh off the tree when it gets a bit brown, but has a little bit of green left on the fruit. Now Audie says it tastes like a dry apple with a crunch. And for me, it tastes sweet and crunchy, but tastes different than an apple, but it's just as good as an apple and sometimes even better. Now, Jujube has a lot of great health benefits. It's low in calorie, but rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Now, Jujube fruits have long been used as alternative medicine to treat conditions like insomnia and anxiety. And some studies done indicate that the fruit may offer even health benefits for your nervous system, your immunity, and your digestion. And the Jujube fruit are loaded with several antioxidants as well. So all that being said, and the fact that it just tastes sweet and crunchy, it's just a fabulous tasting fruit. I said yes, let's add this to my backyard orchard. Now, some pluses to a Jujube tree is it's virtually pest and disease free, and it's really easy to grow. It's an easy tree to add to your backyard orchard. A negative is it could get pretty big. I mean, they could grow as high as 40 feet tall, but you could always cut them down to size if you don't want it that tall. But let me show you some of the varieties I bought. Now, the most common variety is the Lee Jujube. Now, if you've ever tasted a Jujube before, you probably tasted the Lee Jujube. The Lee Jujubees are round and it gets red, and it's sweet and crunchy. Now, this is a really great Jujube, and many say that this is the Jujube tree. The Lee Jujube tree is the tree that you should start off with if you're a beginner grower like I am. So I bought a Lee Jujube. I've tasted a Lee Jujube. It tastes really good. But I wanted to find some varieties that are rare and hard to find and taste maybe even better than a Lee Jujube. Now, based on my research, I found many swear that the honey jar Jujube is the sweetest and best tasting Jujube. Now, this is a very hard to find Jujube tree. I bought this at Mimosa Nursery in Rosemead. Some people describe this tree as it's like finding the sweetest apple that you can think of and dipping that in honey. They say it's that sweet and that delicious. Now, I've never tasted a honey jar Jujube, so we'll see. But yeah, I bought this today. Went down to Rosemead and bought myself a honey jar Jujube. Now, this is a Jujube I bought at Mimosa Nursery in East LA a couple weeks ago, along with the Lee Jujube. Now, this is the sugarcane Jujube. Now, this is supposed to be a very sweet Jujube. Now, both the honey jar and the sugarcane are supposed to be much sweeter than the Lee Jujube. And some people swear that the sugarcane Jujube is the best tasting Jujube out there. So I'm very excited about that as well. And as you can see, these Jujube trees are flowering. So there's beautiful flowers growing on them. So I'm actually very excited, and very happy that I decided to add these jujube trees to my backyard orchard. Well, anyways, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, if you like this channel, please press that like and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.